Hey everybody, it's Zach, Public Proclaimer Ministries. You're with me, waiting on my wife real quick, but I wanted to talk about one of the longest fasts I had ever done, and one of the longest biblical fasts I've ever done was about 3 weeks. 2 of those weeks was fruits and vegetables and water only. I believe that might be a Daniel fast, and then the last 3 or 4 days of it was just water. And what was I fasting like that for? Well, at the time, I was sincerely seeking God. I was very troubled. In fact, I had encountered a witch at Marshall University, and I was struggling with anxiety. I started suddenly having panic attacks, waking up in my sleep. I had 2 visions of those sort of sleep-wake paralysis dreams, visions when you wake up but you're paralyzed and can't move. And I had sudden attacks of anxiety, which I'd never had before. In other words, spiritual warfare was going on in my life, and that is what motivated me to biblically fasting to drive that out. Jesus said certain things like demonic attack cannot be driven out except but by prayer and fasting. So that's what I did. I did the water, fruits, and vegetables fast initially, intentionally avoiding anything that was pleasurable like water flavorings or gum or candies or anything like that. And I genuinely felt like that's what God showed me to do. And then I went to straight water at the end of it because I was just desperate for God's presence and to have His Holy Spirit. And at the end of that fast, it was interesting. We were having a revival at our church, and I felt God deliver me from that demonic attack in my life. I felt like something was peeled off of me at the altar as I was crying out, as people prayed over me, as I was anointed and was seeking God. And so the point is, biblical fasting is powerful and you need to be doing it. Don't neglect this Christian discipline to grow in your walk with God.